Weird and Wonderful.
Full. So who has got...
I was going to ask you that. So who's come in with the story?
I've got a story this
You've
week.
got a story
I've got a
this week.
story. So, the headline is, monster hunters are conducting the largest search of Loch Ness in more than 50 years.
Really?
For the Loch Ness Monster, funnily enough.
This year?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
right. So
I believe it was last weekend.
Right. Ah,
Last
okay.
weekend.
So what's that?
So it's the biggest search since 1972.
72. I think I'd recall that search, actually, being on the news.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
What do you think about the Loch Ness Monster?
Well, I've been to Loch Ness many a time.
I have been once.
Yes.
I've got a Highland cow from there.
You did.
Just so
I've
listeners
been to
know.
the Nessie Centre a few times.
Yeah. What do you think?
I've stood on top of Iroquois Castle and looked to see if I can see any suspicious ripples or humps on the loch.
Yeah.
I've been down on the loch side where something did actually suddenly rise to the surface right in front of me. I was like, what the?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Okay, this is news to me. Okay, I didn't know about this.
Yes. In fact, I think your mother was there. Well, she was there. And
Is this a euphemism?
So there we were on the shores of Loch Ness, and suddenly there's this bubbling and gurgling, and this big thing suddenly rose out of the water,
Yeah.
and it was a big yellow submarine.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
It was a submarine. It was a top sort of turret of a submarine.
Is it?
Well, I said not like a military submarine.
It was a Beatles song.
It was a submersible.
Was it a Beatles song?
Well,
Yellow Submarine?
but it was a submersible, but it was yellow. Yes.
Okay. Was it searching for Loch Ness?
Well, I
the
assume
Loch Ness Monster?
I'm assuming it was taking tourists or somebody for riding the loch. Yes, but that just suddenly emerged in front of us, which was quite.
So do you think...
so anyway, the Loch
Ness Monster, do you think it's legit?
Well, it goes right back to a saint whose name escapes me, who supposedly banished a beast, a serpent, from the loch many hundreds of years ago. Now, at the time, I would imagine that the loch would have still been connected to the open ocean there's a canal now.
There's underwater channels, isn't there?
I don't know.
Or maybe I'm just taking all my reference material from Doctor Who. Terror of the Zygons.
Either that, or you're thinking of the Hollow Earth
It's actually
theory.
the Scarthazan from Terror of the Zygons. There we go.
But there was a time when the loch was connected by river to the sea, which perhaps allowed creatures like seals and things to come. Now I think it's all via locks now, because it's canaled and locked. I don't know if there is.
Don't know the specifics. Maybe we need to conduct
an
on-site visit from the Now We Know Show podcast.
There may well have been something in the loch many years ago. I don't know.
You know what? I think.
But there are these types of. What do you call them?
Creatures?
Or creatures in many large lakes around.
In mythology, there's obviously been sightings and things all over the place, all over the world.
Yeah, North America, Canada.
This very much comes under the same category as your Bigfoot, your Beast of Bodmin Moor type of stuff. So maybe it's worth coming back.
What's your favourite one? Can you remember the name of him in
was it like Oogly Boogly or something?
Ogo Pogo.
Oh, so that's a sea serpent in America, isn't it?
Ogo Pogo.
Well, not a sea serpent, it's a lake serpent.
Yes,
well, it is a sea serpent, or supposedly a sea serpent, but it's in a lake.
Yes, but that was called
Ogo Pogo. That's a really good one. I like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so Loch Ness Monster.
Topic for another podcast, I think.
We shall have to put that into our cryptozoology.
Yes, maybe we can invite Glenn in, maybe June back in. That'd be really good.
Yes. Okay, we'd have to do a Loch Ness Monster.
Okie pokey diddly
we'll have to
dokey.
see what they come up with this weird and wonderful story that you've pulled out this week.
Yes.